Hi, welcome back to the EXXEED Business Channel and the Ask Jim series, where executives get straight answers to tough questions. I'm your host, Jim Hazboun, and I'm CEO of EXXEED. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that I hear from some of the most accomplished leaders I've worked with: Imposter Syndrome. What is it and why it shows up, and how you can keep it from quietly sabotaging your career? Today's question comes from a chief people officer at a publicly traded tech company in the San Francisco Bay Area. She writes, "I'm leading a global team, I'm well compensated, and by all metrics, I'm successful. But I constantly feel like I don't belong in the room. Like I'm just one mistake away from being exposed. What's wrong with me?" Well, first, let me tell you about a conversation I had with a CEO that I work with. He leads a billion-dollar company. He's got Ivy League pedigree and a stellar track record. After a recent investor call, he pulled me aside and said, "Jim, I feel like I'm acting. At any point, I feel like I'm going to get pulled aside and get called out for not being what everyone thinks I am." This wasn't false modesty. This is classic imposter syndrome. And here's the punchline. That CEO has been delivering results and high performance for the last 10 years. The thing that I find funny is that imposter syndrome almost never hits underperformers. It hits high achievers, people who are aware of how much they don't know and how high the stakes are, and how visible their role has become. Here's how I like to frame it with my clients. We all have an internal advisory committee or board that we have developed throughout our lives. It's the voice from your childhood, from your former teachers, siblings, parents. It's the voice of your first boss. It's as you were developing and moving forward, and it's taken a snapshot of your identity that has not evolved as you've grown your career and grown yourself. So what you're experiencing isn't a signal that you're a fraud. It's that you haven't updated your operating system, your advisory committee and board to current realities. In org psychology, it's known as cognitive dissonance, when your beliefs don't match your experiences, and then it creates conflict. And in leadership, it's dangerous because it leads to counterproductive behavior like playing small, over-preparing, avoiding visibility, and eventually even burnout. You start working to not fail rather than working to win. Okay, so how do we battle this? So let's jump right into it. Number one is you have to identify it for what it is. You're not broken, you're not insecure, you're just running outdated mental software. So it's time for an update. Number two, update your internal board. It's time that you deliberately go through and fire board members that are no longer productive, board members that are no longer in tune with who you are, that negative voice of that teacher that never believed in you, that coach that never thought you would amount to something special. Get rid of them, throw them out. Put new members on that board, on that mental software internal committee, ones that are productive, that speak positivity to you, ones that can speak to your success and to your talents. Number three, stop waiting for 100% certainty. As Ibarra says in his book, "Act like a leader, think like a leader." You grow into your next identity by doing, not by waiting. Number four, track evidence, not emotions. This is one of the biggest things that I try to coach people on, even my very own kids. Don't let your emotions control you. Emotions are not reliable. They're at the whim of how you feel that particular day. They're not evidence-based. So keep a credibility log. Write down your accomplishments. Write down the things that you're proud of. These are things that you can look at on those days where the emotions betray you. Over time, you'll start to see yourself in a different reality, not just through the lens of fear. And number five, please remember, The goal is to work through your doubt. It's not to eliminate it. It's impossible to eliminate any kind of doubt. It's actually not healthy. And here's the truth. You're not an imposter. You're just someone who cares enough to question whether they're good enough. And that alone makes you more qualified than you think. So to summarize our discussion today, I love this quote by William Shakespeare. Allow me to read it. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. So there you have it. I hope that helps. If this hit home, please hit the like and the subscribe button. Also, I would love to hear your experiences with imposter syndrome and what you've done to overcome it. EXXEED's leadership and executive coaching programs help leaders deal with imposter syndrome and to become the best versions of themselves. Feel free to visit us at www.exceedsolutions.com. Also, feel free to check out our leadership framework. You can download that at our website under the Insights and Resources tab. And with that, thank you for joining us today. I'm Jim Hazboun, your host. And until next time, let's lead smarter together.